I'm sure you know that The Wonderful Wizard of Oz isn't the only book having to do with the Land of Oz. In fact, there were like so many of them. In fact, you can consider it akin to a cinematic universe, a bibliographical, theatrical universe, so to speak. This is an illustration of Dorothy, Aunt Em, and Uncle Henry leaving for their tour of the Quadling Country, which is the South country that Glinda is in charge of. Glinda the Good Witch of the South, not Glinda the Good Witch of the North, like in the MGM movie. Now you'll notice I mentioned Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. Yes, that was intentional. Their presence in the Land of Oz is what incites the plot of the seventh Oz book written by L. Frank Baum himself, The Emerald City of Oz. At this point in the Oz series, Dorothy is a celebrity in the Land of Oz. She is renowned for her kindness and her bravery, and she's friends with the Princess of Oz, Princess Ozma. In fact, she becomes so much more familiar with the Land of Oz than she does her home in Kansas that she ends up deciding to live there only on the condition that her Aunt Em and Uncle Henry are allowed to live in Oz too. It is true, there is indeed no place like home, but it's also important to consider that home isn't always necessarily a place. It can also be people. It can be your loved ones. It could be your friends or your family. To me, I see home as a condition where one feels safest and most valued, and it is quite clear in this book that Dorothy and her Aunt Em and Uncle Henry all are safest and most valued in the Land of Oz. And that's why Oz becomes their new home.